So
So
they tell me that you're gonna be dancing on Monday.
I'm definitely ready. I had a
All right.
hand surgery, so I'm gonna get this bedazzled.
Yo,
We're
I
gonna
was gonna
be
say, yeah,
out
get the
there full
bedazzled on that
force.
hand. You're gonna look good. Go ahead.
Thank you for sure. So I
That's
mean, Michael, wow.
mm,
First and foremost, I have to start with the trailer.
mm,
It's dazzling, it's magical, and it's just emotionally charged. So
mm.
can you tell me a little bit about what it was like for you to see that trailer come together, as well as what went into the technical as well as the creative process in making it?
Making the trailer or
Yes,
the film in general.
the trailer.
The trailer.
And yes.
Well, there's a lot of talented people that do trailers. Normally, myself and Graham King, the producer, we work with Lionsgate and Universal and people, and they have like amazing people to put these trailers together. They gave us a few different choices of different trailers, and then we would comment and make our suggestions and shots that I may want in, or Graham wants in, or they want in, and we look at it. And you try to make sure it's a comprehensive story without being the story, right? You
Mhm.
can't give it all away, but you also want to capture Michael's energy and excitement. And I'll tell you, I saw maybe three, and I couldn't tell you which one to use. I loved them all. So we put them in front of our crew. Our whole
Mm.
we played them from big TV, and they just clapping and screaming, and then we sort of narrowed it down like that. So that's kind of how it came about.
Mean, you're right. They're really all just electrifying. I get goosebumps watching them. So, I
Yeah.
mean, as a director of such a monumental biopic, how important was it for you to not only capture Michael's musical genius, but to
Mm,
also showcase the journey for this young black kid from Indiana who went
yeah.
on to achieve international stardom at the highest level?
Mm. I mean, good question. Both really important to capture him as a human being, right? Just as a human being, some of his loneliness and some of the eccentric qualities that Michael always had since he was a little boy that a lot of people don't know about. They think he became eccentric later on when he was wearing the sequence and all that kind of stuff. But he was always like that when he wasn't doing all that, right?
Mm.
I think it's important to see him just as a human being, just as a son of two parents and the brother of 9 children.
Right.
So I think you have to understand who he was from the beginning to really appreciate him later. And then to see how shy and sweet he was as a kid, to see him put on that cape and go on stage and just blow your mind, right?
It's
That's,
amazing how once certain people step from behind that curtain into the spotlight, how they just transform on
yeah.
screen. And what he did once he transformed on stage, excuse me, is just something that touched and resonated with so many people across the
Mm-hmm.
world. So I'm always interested in the creative process behind what makes the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Simone Biles, the Denzel Washingtons, what
Mm.
makes these people great, and being able to get a little insight in this film is just truly going to be something that I think a lot of people will be talking about for a long time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, greatness comes from the work. Every everyone you mentioned is normally the first one and then the last one to leave. And for them, there's no one performance better than the other. They that's done. Denzel, you can't talk to Denzel about what he's done before. He's on to the next, right? Same thing with Michael, same thing with Kobe, right? They don't get bogged down on what they've done in the past. That's not good enough. So each time you work with people like that, they challenge you to keep stepping your game up
Right,
because
right,
if you don't, you won't be there long, you know?
definitely.
So I think
Well,
that's where it comes from.
I'm just really excited. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Before I let you go, do you have a favorite Michael Jackson song?
Oh, killing me with that one. I have so many favorite Michael Jackson songs. I can't even begin to tell you. When I drive to work, I would listen to two songs. Another Part of Me,
Mm,
just the energy of that was one.
that's good.
Um, I listen to all the traditional stuff, uh, from Bad to Thriller, Off the Wall. But it's the slower ones that I said, Michael's cold, man. Break of Dawn.
Mm,
Just there's certain things just got a groove to
yes.
'em, and you forget how sexy he was too, right? He has a certain
Right.
thing
And
about
all
it.
the moves and
Yeah,
everything.
and so I'll go back and listen to that. I'm like, man, people miss this one. Break of Dawn is cold, you know? So yeah, I kind of a favorite. No, it depends on my mood.
Okay, there and
Yeah,
he has one for every mood, that's for
yeah,
sure. You know,
yeah.
my favorite personally is Man in the Mirror because I
Uh,
just feel like those lyrics,
that's so
they just hit
spiritual.
home to everybody. It has to start with no matter what's going on around you in the world, it has to start with the person that's looking back at you. And
Yeah,
we're all going to be looking at this screen come
yeah,
April 24th. And I
yeah.
just cannot wait for audiences to see it and not just see it,
Feel it.
oh, feel it on the big screen. It's going
Mhm.
to be a magical experience. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you. I'll see you Monday.
All right, see you Monday.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye bye.